Hi Kai,
Hello.
how are you?
Good.
Gutted that you've gone.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I feel alright. I'm just tired at the minute, but no,
Yeah.
I feel fine. You know, it was. I really enjoyed my experience on there, and I'm glad that my "Save Me" song went really well.
Yeah, about that. That was awesome. Jesus, you really pulled it out the bag, didn't you?
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy with Saturday's performance, and I was happy with Sunday's. I couldn't have done any more. You know, I literally couldn't have done any more than
Did
that.
you think that you were going to be safe after singing that?
No, because it's not always about the singing. It's down to personal preference of the judges, I think.
Um, Tulisa, do you feel a little bit let down by her for going and
Yes.
giving him the vote?
Yeah, a little bit. A
Like,
little bit.
she said that she felt Rylan had the X factor.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I do a little bit because I don't feel like it was. The point of a sing-off is it's a sing-off, and you're supposed to get judged on that. And I didn't just stand there on the spot. I really performed it as well. So yeah, I do. I don't think she got it right. I think it's confusing because 24 hours before that, she said from the Saturday night's performance, she sort of backtracked a bit. So
yeah.
I wasn't really impressed.
Okay, have you spoken to her since?
No,
Okay, will you speak to her again?
who knows?
Who knows? And going up against Ryland, I know you guys were friends.
Mhm.
Does that make it easier or more difficult?
It actually makes it easier because it's a no-win situation when you genuinely like the other person, and me and Ryan get on really well, and he's a lovely guy. And I don't think he should have been in the bottom two either. I think his performance on Saturday was great, and I
Okay.
think he is great, and I don't think he should have been in the bottom two.
How are you feeling about Chris Maloney? Last night,
People voting for him, so
last night on the Extra Factor,
Yeah.
you said Chris is Chris. Or did you mean by that?
Chris is Chris. He's people are voting for him, so somebody out there likes what he's doing. So fair play to him.
How do you think that Gary feels that he's been left with Chris, and you were the one, that so many comments were made out you were changing the face of the over 28s and making it like a more cool and credible category again, and now Gary's been left with someone who maybe personifies what it used to be.
Overs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did want to change the perception of the overs. That was really important for me, and I did literally try my best to do that. But I think there is a real stigma attached to the whole overs thing, and maybe because you're in the overs, you're expected to sing crooner songs and old songs. It would have worked better for me if I was in the boys.
Yeah.
But I think that was the weird thing with me because I did kind of feel like I was in the boys because I'm a young over.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe there was a bit of confusion for audiences in that respect.
Yeah.
But do you think anyone's going to buy a Chris Maloney album?
Well, people are voting for him, so I guess they will. He's doing really well, Chris, and fair play to him. He's not, he's doing what he wants to do, so fair play to him. He's singing the songs he wants to sing, and he's singing them really well. So, and
Okay.
people are voting for him, so I don't see why the people that are voting for him won't go and buy his album.
And how about you? You said that there's going to be more to come from you, and you've been writing an album,
Definitely.
and so tell us about that.
Well, I was writing songwriting for other people and stuff before, so it's just natural now I've got a platform, which is what I always wanted, to go and make an album, which is essentially what I wanted to do, whether you go out first week or if you win the show. So I'm really looking forward to writing a record and getting that out there, and I'm really grateful to everyone that's voted for me up to now, and yeah, it's exciting.
And have you spoken to Fern since?
By text, yeah.
Oh, cool. Is she gutted?
Yeah, she's gutted.
Okay. Right, so we put a few things out on Twitter last night. Everyone was gutted that you were going. So we said, we're seeing him in the morning. What do you want to say to him? And then our timeline went, ah! So there were a few reoccurring questions.
Okay.
Our most popular one, Kai, was, will you marry me?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
To all those married
Yes.
proposals out there.
It's been a busy summer.
Yes.
As long as I don't have to buy everyone an engagement ring, because
I think they'll be willing to compromise.
Okay.
Maybe you get a big pack of jelly rings.
All right,
or
jelly rings.
something.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, cool. Kai will marry all his fans.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking if you're coming to America. You've got a lot of American fans out there.
I love America, so I'd like to go and do some writing and stuff over there.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool. And what will your new album sound like?
I want to make a record. Male Emily Sande is what I'd like to do.
Cool. Good sound.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. Cool. And are you going to start your own line of Kyliner?
Yeah, I think the makeup girls at X Factor wanted to release a range of Kyliner. But yeah, do you know what? I'm really glad I had a laugh with that, because it's literally the question I've been asked most my whole life since primary school. So it was nice to clear it up in front of 10 million people once and for all that I actually don't wear eyeliner.
But they still don't believe it.
No, I know. But no, I'm glad.
Do you think you'd survive in the Hunger Games?
I've not seen it.
Okay, it's basically
I was trying to watch it the whole time in the house, but I haven't had time.
Okay, so if we put you in some woods with maybe other X Factor contestants and made you fight to the death, do you think you'd get quite far?
Yeah, I think I'd get very far.
Yeah, who do you think you'd be up against at the end?
Probably Ryland again. Probably me and Rye.
Yeah, he's very tall though, so I don't know if he'd be able to hide.
Not with his blonde hair.
Yeah, he's it could be his weakness.
Could be.
Yeah, just putting it out there. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be different. You wear quite skinny jeans. Okay, cool. And who do you think's going to win the X Factor?
Ryland.
Yeah.
Ryland.
Cool.
Or I've got a bet with James Arthur about who we think's gonna win.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you who.
Oh man.
But I've got a 200 quid bet with James Arthur about someone.
Oh. Can you give me us a clue?
No. But well, I'll let you know if James has to give me 200 quid.
Okay, yeah. Cool. And who do you think is going to be in trouble next week?
I don't know, because I think this week the wrong two are in the bottom two. I really do. I think there's been a few people that have struggled for a couple of weeks and they've got away with it. So it obviously doesn't really. It's so hard because it's not been apparent that if you don't do a great performance, you end up in the bottom two, and that's what's been a bit confusing. So I honestly don't know, because like I say, I think Ryland had a great performance on Saturday. I think it was his best, and my one went really well as well. I was really happy with my one. So I don't know.
Do you think maybe a bad critique from the judges equals more votes?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly, because possibly, yeah.